What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name, as always, is Moldy Joe 15, and I am bringing you another fabulous game of a little game I like to call Call of Duty World at War. Let's get this game underway, shall we? My class today is I'm using the Tommy gun. No, I'm not. Changed that. We're using the Kar98k this game. And I don't know, man. Something about the Kar98k is just special to me. It's, if you don't know about it, it's a bolt action rifle. I'm choosing not to use the scope on it this time because I'm going to do a lot of rushing around. I got the bayonet on it instead, and it's just a monster of a gun, except when they have Juggernaut. It's usually supposed to be a one-hit kill, and it just destroys, I tell you that much. Oh, almost knocked my mic off my head for a second there. And yeah, the Kar98k, man. Oh boy, that gun takes me back. Takes me back. You want to know how far it takes me back? Anyone here ever play a game called Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1? Not Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. That game was made by Treyarch, and I think it was the first game that Treyarch made for Call of Duty. I don't know. It's just oh, check out that bayonet action that I just did. That was pretty cool. And oh my gosh, that game, I'll tell you what, that was the first Call of Duty I ever played, and I used the Kar98k a lot on it just because I felt bolt action rifles were legit, and I was doing a lot of Nazi killing in Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, so there were plenty of Kar98ks to pick up. It's a German gun if you haven't guessed yet. And here I get bombarded by a lag bomb. Tactical lag bomb incoming. It's almost over, but I still stay in the game, and that gives me time to miss with the bayonet, but get him the second time, so that's awesome. And I find a nice little artillery spot to lay down, so I'm just going to let that do work on the other team, because I'm pretty sure it can pick me up the dogs, and lo and behold, it will, most certainly. And when you're using a bolt action rifle, it's kind of like you're in between being a sniper and a rusher, at least for me, is you want to find a spot where you can be sure that you're not going to run into someone that's looking at where you're coming from. I don't know, it's like here's a good spot. You see, I know everyone's going to be funneling towards that direction, so I'm going to be having an easy time picking them off. And I'm not camping, I'm still bobbing and weaving in tactically through these waves of people. A lot of the online multiplayer experience, for me, I can relate to running a football in a game of football, is you want to be like a running back or a wide receiver that's made a catch, and to get through to the defenders, you want to be able to, you know, weave in and out of where they're going to be, and pretty much, based on how the spawn points, everyone's set up, you know, like the enemy team of defenders, so you gotta just rush in there and find the holes where people are gonna be missing and just scoot on through there and get around from the back. And oh my gosh, this is a terrible sex metaphor. Oh jeez, how many times do I do this in my commentaries? Alright, whatever. Damn it. Especially Nazi zombies, by the way, is a lot like being a running back. Is when you're kiting zombies. This is just a little bit of a digression. Is when you're, you know, got a bunch of zombies behind you and you see a bunch ahead of you. You know, it's kind of like being a running back. That works too. And here I pick up a PPSH. It's an alright submachine gun, but definitely not the best one. I don't like it that much when it doesn't have the drum mag attachment because it runs out of ammo way too quickly and is not very effective at killing. And I actually thought that I would have a lot more luck up in the sniper nest, but apparently, yeah, nothing's coming on. And at this point, I believe I can hear myself getting sniped at. So I know that they probably have a scope on their sniper, so they have the advantage. So I am gonna get the hell out of there. So, I'll tell you, I'm just gonna go back to Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. That game took me just on a ride like none other. It had me hooked on Call of Duty, had me hooked on first-person shooters, the story, because I didn't. It was on a PS2, and I didn't have anything hooked up to play online. Oh my gosh, man! Like there's like some characters die, and I felt like just so sad, and I scare that guy to death right there. I didn't kill him. He just got scared to death. And like when some of the characters die, you're just like, wow, oh man, jeez, I can't believe that just happened. And I played through that story countless times. I remember some of my favorite missions. I liked a lot of the ones in Africa were pretty awesome, just because I didn't know that much about that side of the war in Africa. And there was one in Italy I liked a lot, and you know, the final one in Germany was pretty cool, very climactic. And you got really emotionally invested with the characters. Not like nowadays where it's just generic Soldier 1. No, how did you die? That sort of stuff. It was heavy stuff. That's all I can really say. But the game's over. My teammate got a round-winning grenade somehow. I went 27-1 using the Kar98k bolt-action rifle. And that is the end of my commentary. See you later, guys.